What up, y'all? What it do? I'm Miss Indigo Blue. Thank you for stopping here to my channels in Mother's Garden. If it's your first time, welcome. And if you are returning, thank you so much for doing so. This is a fairly new channel. I just got started really with this channel this month. We are doing new moon, full moon, and money and love readings each month. And we will also do guided spiritual messages each week. We do also have impromptu channel chit chat that will be coming through on this channel. So please make sure to subscribe if you're interested in either of those topics and ring that bell to stay abreast to new posts and postings. So we are going into June of 2020. Right now we are going to be doing a reading for those who are currently employed. We will do an overall oracle reading, and then we will pull tarot cards for each sign. You can use your sun, moon, rising, or Venus sign to determine whether or not this resonates with you. If it doesn't, you can check either of those placements. Just use the timestamps that are below. Also, this does include people who are currently employed but displaced due to the pandemic. So if you're someone who normally is working but you're just not working because your place of employment is closed down, something of that nature, then you are still employed. You're not an unemployed person, unless it's your business and you're self-employed. So you might want to check that out. I am also doing self-employed and unemployed readings of the same nature. This is just a general reading, and it is solely for guidance. It is just suggestive. Anything that you decide to do or take upon yourself to include into your lifestyle is completely upon your discretion and up to you and your free will. So let's go ahead and get started. We are going to start this reading with the Wild Kuan Yin Oracle. So I'm going to allow Spirit to show me which one of these cards is going to resonate with the June 2020 energy for those who are currently employed, even if displaced. What is their message for career, finance, money? Okay, that one. And you have the same card as the unemployed workers. Sisters of the Sacral Spiral came through. And yesterday, I did a reading for the week, and it's probably been posted for a few days because I want to get self-employed, unemployed, everybody's reading for the money completed before I post them so that no one feels left out. But the Love Heal Yourself card did come up in the weekly guidance. So we'll see which card comes up for this reading. And we got Letting Go. Number 26. Fairly new to this deck, so I just want to take a look at what's in the background. It looks like there's a big mountain in the background. It's kind of dark. It seems to be a gravesite and possibly some people that are at a visual. And she's up against the wall and kind of looks a bit nervous or scared. Okay, so you might be feeling kind of scared and worried about what's going to happen. You're not sure how long your current situation is going to be, what it is with your employer, whether it's something that is good or bad. You're not sure how long it's going to be working for you. And so it seems like there's a little bit of fear possibly that needs to be let go. The Sisters of the Sacral Spiral are here to let you know that you are not alone and that you are protected and that they are here to help you and guide you. So be as a child and allow yourself to kind of be led a little bit in this current energy, rather than trying to control it, because there are so many factors right now that are out of control for us. So we are now going to pull, I'm feeling to pull a couple of these for you all for some reason. And we got clear your space, spread your wings, and clear audience. So clear your space, clear audience. Okay, so if your space is too clogged, you're not going to be hearing the messages, you're not going to be receiving the downloads, you're not going to be receiving the information that is coming to you from your sisters that are trying to lead you and guide you through this. So at this time, it seems like there's a lot of clearing out that you need to go. Again, we got clear your space, and we also have this letting go card. So definitely there's something that's in your energy space that is actually probably weighting you down, possibly even holding you back, because it's saying spread your wings. Do not hold back right now. The timing is perfect and you are ready to soar. So it's also a time to really have strong belief in yourself and not be afraid. The Sisters of the Sacral Spiral is 27, and I'm just going to read from the first portion of the card in this book. The higher plan that has been lovingly prepared for you is like a beautiful tapestry coming into view thread by thread. There will be a moment where suddenly the pattern becomes clearly visible, all preparation finally showing itself in effect. The time for acknowledgement and celebration shall happen soon. My weaving hand is steady, sure, and swift, and the threads of your life are rapidly taking shape to reveal my most beautiful divine plans for you. So you probably feel like, things are taking a little backward motion, because everything in the world is kind of moving slower than it has. It's kind of at a turtle's pace right now, but it's a great time for all of us to sit back, reflect, recognize the things that are in our life that is working, recognize the things that are in our life that are not working, and even to take action on them, right? Because it's first to recognize them, but even more important that we take action on them, because then we can see progress and we can see change. And if you're able to kind of get a momentum that makes you go faster than what the rest of the world is moving at right now, it can help you to be more ahead of the game at the end of this than someone else might be. So I'm just hearing clear your space. If you got a lot of downtime and you're able to get a dumpster, throw out some old furniture, throw out some old papers, take some books down to those little boxes at the library and put some old books in there. Maybe see if there's some new books that you can take home. Read into some things that can help you expand your mind and expand your thinking, so that you can spread your wings, and also take a lot of time to sit and receive messages in silence as much as you can. Get out in nature. Right now, if you're stuck at home, at least you don't have to be stuck in your home. You can get outside, you can soak up the sun, and all of those times just sit, feel the breeze, crack your windows when it's raining, and just sit there and let nature talk to you. Just really make sure that you're allowing yourself to receive all of the information that is surrounding you and trying to come to you to help you, guide you on this journey. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to get into the individual signs. I am going to use Gilded Tarot in order to pull for each sign. And if I need any clarification, I will use right away. If you have any questions that you want further clarified and would like to get a personal reading, you can visit my website, www.zenmothersgarden.com, or you can email me at mib@zenmothersgarden.com. getting tired, y'all should know that it's 2 a.m. right now. And so I love you. I thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate you greatly. If you would, please comment down below. Let me know if this resonated with you and if it helps in any way.
Okay, lovies, so at this moment in time, you can choose to listen to all of the individual signs, or you can check the description box down below where you can find the timestamp for your individual sun sign.
For Aries, please. And moon rising. See if anything extra just comes out. Trying to pull you guys a lot of cards. So underneath we have the Magician. So this is a time for you to work some magic. Let's see what cards did we come up with here. All right, so we have the Ace of Swords, the Eight of Wands, Three of Pentacles. I'm being moved to place these in a different format. And the Devil card. So we got 4 cards that came out for you, Aries. So the Ace of Swords. So you have some new communication coming in. And I do feel like that communication is in regard to your job. Either you have a job that requires you to work very hard or be very meticulous. This might be for just a select group of Aries, but you have some communication coming in regard to this job. There's actually a lot of news. Things are getting ready to move fast. Maybe your whole job is getting ready to go in a totally different direction. And what I'm feeling like is when all these changes start happening, you're going to start doubting yourself. You're going to feel like, oh my gosh, this isn't how it used to be at all. I don't know if I like this. I don't know if I can do this. I don't know if I want to do this. So you might be even getting information via email and things like that before you're even able to return to work if you're off. If you are currently working, then of course you're having to take in a lot of different industries, a lot of new precautions and new measures that weren't taken before in order to deal with the current pandemic. And also those things that they are implementing in a lot of these places are going to continue going forward. So there's a lot of change happening around you at your employment right now, and you're really trying to work hard or to stay, you feel like it's a lot of hard work right now. You feel like you're trying to really show that you can do this, that you can keep up, that you can go with the flow of these changes. And it's fire energy. It's all energy that you're able to jump into very easily. So be very careful not to deceive yourself and make yourself think that you can't keep up with the changes that are occurring, because you are indeed the Magician. Okay, that's what I have for you, Aries, that are employed. I'm going to do a quick shuffle before we go on to the next sign. Doing the fire signs first. We're going to now go to Sagittarius. Sagittarius that are employed. June 2020. What is in store for them in regard to career, money, wealth, finances? Alright, I'm going to look to pull our cards for Sagittarius. Employed Sagittarius. What information do you have for me to give to employed Sagittarius for June 2020? This shuffle feels so choppy and sloppy. I keep seeing like a really big laugh, a really big smile. Maybe there's a lot of you that's not taking this time serious. Okay. So the underlying energy is the King of Swords, which the other cards that came out were the Page of Swords in reverse, the Two of Wands, and the Six of Wands. So what I'm feeling like right now is a really huge moment of change. And you have a decision that has been put in front of you. And maybe this laughter is in regard to you going, wow, I really have two huge opportunities, and either way I go, like I'm winning. I'm winning. No matter what I pick, I'm coming out winning. That's how you're feeling. Um, but there's some information I believe that you are being told from another person who you work with, who's saying things to you that's leading you astray, possibly. Like, this person is coming in and they don't have the best intentions. They might be telling you that someone on your job is saying something or doing something in regard to you that may not be true. So be very skeptical about this person. It's probably a young person. And this could also be you growing too, right? Because you might have been acting in your employment as the Page of Pentacles, where you weren't taking things very seriously up until now, and you've decided to step into this King of Swords energy and take your employment more seriously, and that might be bringing you to these opportunities where you're going to come out and you're going to be winning. But if someone on your job is coming to you and they're saying stuff, and especially if this is a young person who you didn't take serious before, I'll really be careful as to how you process the information that they are giving to you, and then also take very serious thought as to which one of these roads that you want to take. They might both feel like you'll come out triumphant, but if you really sit back and concentrate and focus on, how do I become this king? How do I step into my king energy? How do I use this as a glow up? Then you'll definitely make the right decision. Okay, so that's what I have for employed Sagittarius for the month of June 2020. I'm going to now get into Leo. What information would you like them to receive right now? Okay, let's see. There's cards really trying to pop out and speak to you too, Leo. At the underlying energy, we have the Six of Cups. We did end up with 4 cards. We have the King of Cups, the Five of Cups, the Fool in reverse, and the Chariot. So it seems like you could have someone who's Cancerian in your nature. You might also be Cancer, Leo cusp. But what I'm seeing here is this King of Cups, this Five of Cups, and a Fool in reverse. It seems like there's possibly a missed opportunity that you are fretting over, Leo. You feel like maybe there's some other job that you, before things in this current energy field took place, that you were looking at doing, and you thought about switching careers or something like that, and you didn't do it, and now you're feeling like, man, maybe I should have done it. I should have taken that chance. It might have been a relocation. It might have been moving. It might have been going elsewhere. You might be in a state right now that's on lockdown and had thought about moving to a state that's already been released, and you're like, dang, I could be free right now, and I could be in some different weather right now. I could be doing some different things right now. But ultimately, this King of Cups energy, I do feel like you are in this King of Cups energy. So maybe somehow, some way you are finding a new found love. I'm really, this is really speaking out to me, like you're getting a lot of messages of reassurance, letting you know, no, you're where you're supposed to be. Like, stop self-doubting, stop thinking that you went somewhere wrong. The opportunity is still here for you to move. It's just not the right time for you to take that opportunity right now. So stop crying over spilled milk. Quit worrying. Quit feeling like you made a mistake that you can't fix, right? It's not nothing you can't fix, Leo, is what I feel like. So really sit down and take this time to be in your King of Cups energy. Find your happiness, find your peace, find your joy, and sit back and just enjoy it where you're at. And quit trying to do so much moving. With the Six of Cups here, this, if you are dealing with a Cancer person, they are probably someone from your family or someone from your past, someone who you've known from for a very long time. And maybe this person is causing you to have this Five of Cups energy. Maybe they were someone who you were supposed to go in partnership with, or someone who you were supposed to do some new venture with, and you haven't been able to do that. And maybe this regret is in regard to now not wanting to do that with them, or wanting to go in another direction, because now you are understanding that what you have to bring to the table is far more valuable, and maybe that person's not going to be able to meet you where you think they were going to be able to meet you. But you're having some changes occur in your mind as to which way you want to go. But I'm hearing sit still right now and receive the information that you need to receive. End all the old cycles before you start new cycles, and then, be prepared though to spread your wings. I do feel also like when it is time to move, it's going to be a very, very quick time to move for you, Leo. All right, let's go to Cancer. Their card just showed up. We'll work on the water signs next. Let's give it a good shuffle. Employed Cancer, or in the month of June. One more, please, for Cancer. Yes, that's it. Sideways. So we have this guy showing up again, King of Swords, as the overall energy. So you're sitting still on something. You have Ace of Swords, some newfound communication. Six of Swords in reverse. So a lot of communication going on for you. So really hope that you're using that high intuition that you have to pick up on all of those messages that are coming in. Then you have the Five of Pentacles. Alright, so what are we seeing here? So we have the Six of Swords in reverse. So it looks again like another person who had all these plans. Maybe you had travel plans, you had plans to move, you had plans to make some type of change, whether it was purchasing a new home or something like that. And it doesn't feel like those plans have gone away. It does feel like those plans have just been delayed with this Six of Swords being in reverse. And it almost feels like you're having to possibly take somebody in at this time. Maybe there's someone who was around you who really didn't have themselves in a good position, and when this pandemic happened, they've kind of fallen backwards somehow. But I feel like with this King of Swords information, that the information that is coming to you makes you feel like this person's full of crap, and that they are using the current opportunity to use you and trick you, because they feel like you're such a king and you're so strong in your position that you can take them on. And you're calling their bluff. So it's really important that you listen to your guidance and that you pay close attention to this and be very childlike in nature. I do want to pull out the book for 26, letting go. Something very hard for Cancer to do. Hang on, hang on, hang on, hang on, right? So letting go says you are being challenged to change your point of view and recognize that this particular relationship has run its course. So yeah, there's someone who's in your energy field who doesn't have your best interest and is probably actually some type of energy sucker, and it's time for you to move on away from them. Although you might be afraid to let go, the universe has a new opportunity for you, which will allow you to experience the kind of passion and satisfaction you have always dreamed of. Saying goodbye is never easy and can make you feel like you are a failure. So this could also just be you not wanting to say goodbye. Like you don't want to turn away from this person. You don't want to get in the boat and go ahead and get out in the water and never look back again. Says you must not allow yourself to be persuaded by other people or your own doubts to keep holding on. Focus on opening your heart to a new opportunity. Leave the baggage of the past mistakes behind you. It's important that during the letting go process, you are gentle with yourself. Allow yourself to have alone time, write, meditate, paint, sing, dance, do whatever you can to heal and let go of the pain that is holding you back. Recognize that your spirit is beckoning you to grow. Okay, so this, you don't need this dead weight. This dead weight person who is coming to you with their sob story, it's fake, and you're gonna know that it's fake, but you're going to want to help them anyway, because that's just that nurturing, family, loving care that a Cancer has. But you know that you're not supposed to, and so now it's your challenge. It's time for you to challenge yourself. Put yourself first and make them be responsible for them and their actions. Okay, that's what I have for Cancer. What information do you have for me to deliver to Pisces for June of 2020 who are employed in regard to their career, their finances, their money, their wealth? Hearing health is wealth, Pisces. Some of you might be needing to put your health on the forefront. What information do you have for Pisces for June 2020 who are employed? So underneath the deck we have the Four of Wands for you, Pisces. So a new, very stable foundation is being created right now. Have the Page of Wands, the World, and Temperance. So Pisces, it's very important for you to find balance right now. So maybe between how much you're working and how much, maybe, I feel like now that you've gotten still, probably in this pandemic, you've had to get still in some sort or way, shape, or form, and it's made you realize how much of a toll on your health the overworking that you were doing before was taking on your body. Okay, so you were doing too much working before. It was taking too much. It was putting some strains on your body that you were not in connection with. And because you're seeing that, now you're deciding to make some changes. And I feel like in this month, you're really going to be able to move in a new direction that is going to open you up to some new great opportunities. It's going to, though, really require a lot of balance for you. So I'm hearing things like create a budget, create a schedule, like, and don't overload your day. Like, don't create a schedule that's like, wake up, do this, do that all the way till shower, brush my teeth, go to bed. Like, that's too much. But you need to say, work on this business opportunity, have conversation with this person. Make sure that you're getting the important things done, but make sure you also pencil in rest. Make sure that you pencil in your timeouts. Make sure that you pencil in, I just heard, sit down and spend time with your children if you have children. If not, maybe there's some young people around you who need your guidance, and that could be where this Page of Wands is coming in. But also that there's a new baby that you are creating right now, that's going to bring you a lot of stability going forward if you make sure that you balance your health and your wealth. Okay, Pisces? That's what I have for you for the month of June. That's very interesting. I would like to hear what new opportunities come from you all this month of June. So now we are going to go on to Scorpio. Employed Scorpio, the month of June 2020. What information do we have for the employed Scorpio in regard to money, finance, career? Okay, so we have the Eight of Wands as the underlying energy, and we have the Moon upright, the World in reverse, and the Five of Pentacles. I feel like some bad moves are being made. I feel like you might be stepping out and maybe trying something new, like investing, putting your money somewhere, and that you had some information come in about something, like almost like you got tipped off about some stock market stocks or something like that, and you thought it was going to set you up very well financially, and then there are some things that weren't unknown about the business that is going to cause your money to tank. And I don't know if this means here that there's also someone else that you might be partnering with in this investment. But it doesn't feel like you have all the information that's necessary in regard to the business. So make sure that you are seeking a lot of information before you start this venture. Make sure that you are getting all of the information that you need so that you can choose the right places to put your money in. Otherwise, it's going to really end up in detriment. For those who may not be investing their money in the stock market, there's still something happening that you don't know about. Maybe it's with your personal company. You probably are in earshot of these things to where you're hearing that your company might be folding or your company might be claiming bankruptcy or something like that. It is going to definitely affect you directly. It's going to make you feel like, if it hasn't already happened, make you feel like very lost in the world and like you don't know where to go, and everything's going to kind of be turned upside down and in this type of mystery. So be very careful about the people and the employers, employment opportunities that you attach yourself to. Also, I'm hearing be very careful about the way you answer questions, possibly on some types of questionnaires or applications, because you might not know that they're fishing for some certain type of information, and you giving the wrong answers can lead you down the wrong path. Okay, so that's the information that I have for Scorpio. Moving on to Capricorn, who are employed for the month of June 2020. My deck feels so tight right now. Like, Even the people who are unemployed Capricorns got that Four of Pentacles card. Okay. Okay, Capricorns who are employed. I have the overall energy, the heartbreak card, the Three of Swords. The other cards that came out are the Ten of Wands, the Ace of Wands, and the Page of Swords. So I feel like there's something that's really heavily waiting on you, not just on your heart, but also physically on your body. Like, it's not just an emotional weight or feelings, but also physically on your body. I feel like you feel tired and you feel weighed down. I do feel like this is saying there's new opportunity here. And this Page of Swords is in reverse. So some communication that's coming in that might not be truthful. Here, some mischievous types of things going on in your circle. Which I feel like those are the things that are actually kind of leading you to heartbreak. So this must be some things that you know are happening that before you really slowed down and took some time out, you weren't paying attention to. You weren't taking heed to this. I'm actually going to do some clarifying for you, Capricorn. Let's clarify the Ace of Wands first. All of my cards going on the floor today. Huh? Mm. Mm. Okay, so the three cards that we have clarifying the Ace of Wands are the Two of Cups, the Two of Swords, and the Ace of Cups in reverse. You have some type of job offer that you do not want. And someone thinks that they are giving you the job offer of a lifetime, and you are like, I don't even want this. I don't want this in any way, shape, or form. This is not sound like anything that's gonna make me happy. And here's this person over here like ready to just clink cups, like, yes, I want you to be this, and you're like, and that's a burden that you are carrying now, and it's causing you heartbreak because you're feeling like, how do I tell them I don't want this, I don't want to do this, and then how it's going to affect your job if you stay with that employer going forward. Are they gonna feel like you're a team player? Are they gonna look at you differently? But I feel like the next card on the deck was this Eight of Wands, and I feel like you're going to receive some information that's going to help you to know how to word the fact that this is actually an offer that you're not interested in taking, and help you deliver that really effectively so it doesn't affect the current position that you have, or you attempting to get other positions in the future. You just need some help with your delivery right now. Let's see what, I'm not sure why this Page of Swords is here. Maybe I'm thinking that you haven't said anything. Maybe they put the offer out there to you already. This might just be for a very select amount of Capricorn, and you have not made a move on it yet. I'm also hearing wanting to see what other options you have. Because again, things are changing for a lot of companies. You might feel like the information that they're giving you is making you feel like the whole company is feeling different and it's not a fit anymore. I feel like you kind of feel like this isn't a fit anymore. So we get the Page of Swords again for the Page of Swords, and then we get the Queen of Pentacles. So yeah, there's possibly this Queen of Pentacles probably is like the owner or someone. Maybe you work for a very small business or law firm, I'm hearing. A small doctor's office. You probably have a self-employed person who you are working for if you're receiving this message, and you just don't want to let them down. You don't want to, so you're not saying anything to them, and um you're not really responding to probably the excitement that they have right now in regards to the way that they are trying to move forward with this business, because you feel like it's totally not in alignment with who you are and what you're trying to do. So you have a big decision to make here. Make sure that you're very straightforward with your delivery, and if you're absolutely going to turn down this opportunity, be very detailed as to why. And then maybe if you can come up with some alternate options that you can give them, then have like some alternate options that you can voice to them, Capricorn. Okay, that one's a little tricky. Virgo. Currently employed Virgos. For June 2020, who are employed. What is their money, wealth, financial? What money, wealth, financial information do you have for Virgo? Who is in money, wealth, finances? Thank you. Okay, Virgo. Nine of Wands is the overall energy. So you've been working very hard. So I'm feeling like possibly a lot of Virgos are essential workers who are actually out still in the field doing things like nursing or working at fast food, working at grocery stores. A lot of Virgos might still be out there in the community working, even volunteering if you work for like a nonprofit agency or a school or a place like that where they're handing out food. It seems like you've probably been really busy for the most part, Virgo, during this time frame when the rest of the world has slowed down. So we have the Six of Wands, the Ten of Swords, and the Ace of Pentacles. So I'm seeing here with the Six of Wands that whatever you're doing it very well. You've taken a leadership role and you are being very successful in that. But that leadership role seems like it's kind of wearing you down. It's making you tired and it's making you frustrated, although it's bringing in the pentacles. I'm going to say don't overwork yourself. Don't get yourself to beat down, because the job that you are doing is going to, I feel like this is a new opportunity that is going to arise from the current work that you're doing. So whatever you're doing, someone's watching your work ethic, someone's seeing how you are interacting with people, someone who's in a very high position is watching you and is able to move you on to the next level, which is why this energy is here. Like you're picking up your very last wand and you're putting that wand in. Like this is the last time that you might have to do some of the this hard work, because you're going to be rewarded. You're going to be moved up, and as long as you don't burn out, you got to be careful not to burn out. Take your breaks when you need your breaks. Make sure you're getting plenty of water, plenty of rest, and that you're not entertaining a whole bunch of other stuff. Like, if you've been called to work right now, you need to be going to work, and then you need to be getting somewhere and sitting your butt down. Like, don't spread yourself too thin, because I feel like you don't want to miss this opportunity. I feel like it's very possible that a lot of people are going to miss this opportunity because they get burnt out. So be very careful not to allow yourself to get burnt out. Look at the mountain that you are climbing as that one last mountain. It Make sure what you are speaking is not negatively influencing how you are feeling the work that you are doing. And when I say that, like, don't be, oh, I got to go to this job, I'm so tired of this, I'm just and I did. If you're speaking like that, then you're gonna miss this, and you're gonna end up just with this. So be careful, Virgo, not to burn out. Pace yourself, just like you're on that horse. And be very, I don't want to say calculated, but be very wise about the moves that you are making, the people who you're talking to, and the things that you are doing. Make sure that you're always operating in a leadership type method without being bossy if you aren't the boss. But showing your skills without being overbearing and without using too much exertion. Taurus, June 2020. What is in store for our employed Tauruses for the month of June 2020 in regard to finances and wealth? In regard to wealth for employed Tauruses. This one card has been flipped over the whole time. Let's try reading it. Tauruses. Feel a little bit of aggravation. In your energy field, Taurus. Some of you are saying, I can't move like I want to, which is why probably I'm dropping all of my cards. You're frustrated. Feeling trapped a little bit. Trying to make some moves. I feel like every time I'm trying to make a move, then boom, I'm crashing into like this wall. Taurus. June 2020. All right, so Taurus, the underlying energy is the Star. So again, you're trying to find balance because you're trying to make all these moves, and it's just not, the universe isn't moving with you right now. So you're feeling like, I'm trying to get this going, I'm trying to get this going. The other cards that came out for you are the Queen of Pentacles, the Fool, and in reverse, the Seven of Cups. So not only are you trying to make some moves, but there's a whole bunch of different options that are out there, and you're probably trying to test the waters. You probably feel like it's a slow enough moment in time for you to actually step out of your comfort zone and try something new. But then when you're doing it, it's like the earth, you're not in sync with what's going on around you. So definitely that clear your space energy is coming up for you, because you are trying to spread your wings. You are receiving your messages and you are being guided, but there's something here that is clogging up your space that's keeping you from being able to move. But I do feel like for this month that you're going to empty out all of these cups. You're going to examine all of the different opportunities that are in front of you. You're going to figure out which ones are good and which ones are not for you, and you're going to get all of this confusion out of the way, and then you're going to know exactly how to move so that you can be not only prosperous, but so that you can be that shining star, very balanced and very smooth. So I feel like don't push against the wind. Don't try to walk upstream. But when you get to that brick wall, then realize that something energy wise that you need to clear out first. Get it out of its cup, get that cup free, move on to the next cup, move on to the next cup. So this might be something that you might be going through for a little bit longer than even June. It might take some time for you to get through and remove those blockages, and then though at the end you'll be in a very, very, very good place. So clear out your space, Taurus, and get yourself free. Libra. Move on to the air signs. Starting with Libra. Going to get your personal message in regard to money, finance, for Libra who are employed during the month of June. Got that tight deck again, like with Capricorn. What's okay? So the Empress I have as the overall energy. The cards that came out were the Knight of Cups, the King of Wands, and the Sun. I really feel like with this Knight of Cups and this King of Wands, that someone is offering you something that you feel like is beneath you. You're looking at this offer like, here they come, what they, oh, happy, happy, joy, joy. And I'm looking like, no, I'm above that. It's almost like you feel like people are misjudging you. Like somebody out there doesn't think you're happy, but you are like the sun. And the whole reason why they are trying to bring this opportunity to you is because they recognize that you are the sun, but they aren't really seeing you for who you are. So with this overall Empress energy, I feel like with this new opportunity that's coming to you, if you stop feeling like you're so much above something and you actually try out, that you will come out shining, you will come out winning, and that you'll actually come out surprised by yourself that you actually connected to something in such a manner. So this is the spread your wings opportunity for you. And what's holding you back is you thinking that you are too up high. You see his chair is like floating above the trees. Like you really feeling yourself right now like, oh, I'm that thing. And the thing about it is you might be, but what you aren't realizing is that this itty bitty opportunity that you are feeling like is less than you is really something that's going to make you soar, and it's going to just open your mind up to a new part of you that you may not even recognize that you're not in contact with. Okay, so try that new opportunity, Libra, especially if it's something that you don't have to give up what you already got to try. Okay. Okay. Aquarius, June 2020. Oops. Who are employed. What information do you have for Aquarius? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. In the month of June 2020, who are employed in regards to their wealth, finances, income, job. What information do you have for Aquarius? I'm hearing be your unique self. Be your unique self, Aquarius. So we have the Three of Wands, Aquarius. It seems like there's something that you are possibly waiting on. You have the Five of Pentacles, the Devil, and the Wheel of Fortune. I feel like this Devil energy is here because we heard those words, be your unique self. You're feeling like you can't be yourself right now. You're trying to disguise yourself when being who you are is really what's going to make things happen for you. You're different, and that's okay. It's good, actually. The differences that you have between yourself and others really makes it so that those unique opportunities present themselves to you. And so I feel like you have some unique opportunities that are coming to you, or that you already started and you're waiting on. But it seems like you're depending on somebody else. It seems like with this Five of Pentacles energy that either you're trying to help somebody else, or I'm hearing that you're trying to bring somebody else in out of the cold, or you are trying to take somebody else along on this business venture with you. And I feel like they are a portion of the delay. They are a reason why you are still waiting on these ships to come in, and the ships haven't come in. Maybe this is an opportunity that's not for them, and that could also be part of the deception. You feeling like you aren't enough. You aren't enough to get this opportunity done, this opportunity to make this opportunity a success, to put your money on yourself is something that you're not doing, and then you're actually coming up short by dealing with this person. I am going to go ahead and ask for some clarification on this Five of Pentacles, please. Clarification on that Five of Pentacles, please. One more, please, for the Five of Pentacles. I don't know if we need any more. I've got a good story here. Let's see what ends up underneath here. Okay. So I did get two cards, and the two cards I got are the King of Wands and the Ten of Swords. So yes, we have this energy here, and you are defeating yourself, possibly by thinking that a person who you've partnered with, who is a Sagittarius, Leo, or Aries, is your ticket. They're dead weight. I don't know if this is something that you just don't want to believe. Like, it's even hard for this to come out of my mouth right now. But this person is dead weight. This person is holding you back. and they're keeping you from getting to your real opportunity. And you are the Queen of Pentacles in this. So you're able to do this all on your own. If you keep waiting on this person to show up, if this is a person who you're waiting to do something for your business or something like that, who's maybe a friend or a relative or something like that, maybe you're trying to give them a business opportunity, or maybe you just wanted to partner with them on this, I'm hearing outsource it immediately to someone else. Just pay somebody to do whatever it is that you initially wanted that person to do. And then you're just going to have to tell them, hey, I couldn't move, we couldn't move forward. We weren't able to make the moves that we needed to make. Just waiting, and I wasn't hearing from you. So I did what I had to do. I mean, did that horse, right? And take it out of the equation so that this wheel can get back spinning and that opportunity can keep moving. You don't want to be stuck here on the sidelines waiting for this person to show up when they're not going to show up. Okay. Aquarius, you are enough. You are enough. All you need is you. Take your little money and pay somebody else. And when everything comes back in, it's coming back to you. You're not splitting it anymore. Geminis, happy birthday to those who had a birthday, or about to have a birthday. What information do we have for Geminis who are employed for the month of June 2020 in regard to their wealth, finances, career? What information do we have for Gemini who are employed in regard to wealth, finance, career? We have the Seven of Swords as the underlying energy, the Page of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles, and the Tower in reverse. So the Page of Pentacles and the Seven of Pentacles. So I feel like a lot of you might be newly with an employer. This is a new job for you. But it's a different type of work than what you've been previously doing. With this Seven of Pentacles, it's like this is more fulfilling work. This is either some type of art you can show, or maybe you're writing books, or you're doing something of that nature. You got to be very careful of someone who's trying to steal your ideas. I feel like there's someone who's trying to steal your ideas, but you're going to figure that out very quickly, and you're going to know how to move around, and you're going to avoid this tower moment because you're going to see right through that person who's trying to steal your ideas. I'm just trying to hear. There's like a lot of music playing right now. And I'm hearing wonder works in power. And I keep peeking at that clear your space. So you might also be a person who needs to clear out some clutter. I'm hearing clear out people for you. There's people who, this also can be people who are bringing you into a place of self-doubt because they're down talking what you're doing. you have this new opportunity that's going to be something that's very prosperous for you. It's going to be something that takes a lot of work. It's going to be something that makes the world see who you are, makes people see who you are, that it's going to be very true to who you are, and also helps identify your energy signature here in the world. And there's also someone who's trying to steal your joy about that. Like they're trying to badmouth the opportunity so that you won't do it because they don't want to see you succeed. But you're not falling for it. You're going right for, especially right now, everything is in alignment for you. All of the energies in alignment for you. Um, we just had that new moon in Gemini, right? So, and there was an opportunity to start something new and then totally in your energy. So, right now, follow your first mind. Um, and if there's anybody who's giving you those red flags, get rid of them. And I just feel like you're dodging bullets right now. And whatever it is that you are trying to start new, if you're someone who's starting something new right now, that it's going to be very good for you and in a different way. Like, I feel like this card is not saying like it's going to just bring you millions and millions of dollars. It's going to bring you recognition, it's going to bring you respect, it's going to bring you things of that nature that are kind of more valuable. And then also they're going to be things that have longevity. So if they're paintings, or you're writing songs, or you're starting a new YouTube channel, like, they're going to be things that can be watched for a long period of time. They're going to be things that hang around for a long time. And so definitely start on these masterpieces if you haven't already. There's something that is really in your heart that you are wanting to birth. Do it, especially if somebody is telling you that you can't prove them wrong. It's time to definitely prove them wrong. Okay, so that wraps it up for June 2020. Thank you to everyone who tuned in. I hope that the reading for your sign resonated with you. If it did not, again, you can check your moon rising or your Venus sign and see if that does resonate with you. Also, if you're someone who is currently displaced, it might help you to check the unemployed read, but I believe that your energy would be right here. Next, coming up will be the weekly guidance for the first week of June, and also the love readings. And so make sure to stay tuned to my channel. I am Miss Indigo Blue. If you have any questions that you want further clarified and would like to get a personal reading, you can visit my website, www.zenmothersgarden.com, or you can email me at mib@zenmothersgarden.com. I'm getting tired. Y'all should know that it's 2 a.m. right now. And so I love you. I thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate you greatly. If you would, please comment down below. Let me know if this resonated with you and if it helps in any way. I will see you on the next reading. Talk to you soon. Ciao.